Hello, everybody. Happy Monday morning. It's Una Fierce, and this is the Eclectic Witch Tarot Show. Hope you all are doing very well. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. It's fabulous to have you. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Lovely to join you all in this space. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to clear the energy. A good smoky one tonight. Spoke too soon, but that's okay. All right. There we go. Do your thing, incense. All right, so Spirit is telling me we are going to start with the Kipper deck tonight. So let's get on with the show, shall we? All right, Spirit. Let me go sideways with these. All right, Spirit, first card out, please. Message for the collective energy. Help me to bring a clear and concise message for the collective for Monday. Thank you, Spirit. We've got Lovers. Seems there is a decision to be made about something, some sort of partnership. All right. What else, Spirit? What about the Lovers? I'm just going to get one at a time here. Thank you. We've got occupation. Decision about an occupation. Okay. We've got high honor. We've got change. What about this change? Great fortune. All right, let's see. Am I ending there? Probably. Spirit, I'm going to do one more pass here. If you have anything else to add, let her fly. All right, no, that's it. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Well, what is there? Something under the tablecloth. Okay. All right. So it seems there is a decision to be made. Okay. About something that you're doing for work. Okay. Spirit says that you have done a fabulous job at this, what you have been doing, but it's time to make the change. Okay. And it seems this change is going to be very good for you. All right. So, Spirit, I'm inspired to go to Alice tonight. Use your time well. All right, I'm hip. All right, Spirit, tell me about the Lovers. We've got becoming braver, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective, and curiouser, discovery, inquiry, weirdness, and curiosity. I feel like you've been feeling this need for the change coming. Okay. I feel like you're about at that point where you're ready to do something different. Okay. I feel like you're starting to I feel like there's been some sort of upheaval in your workplace. Okay. And I feel like you've been doing what you can to smooth things over and make it tolerable, but I feel like you're getting to the point where you're just not sure how much longer you can sustain it. Okay. And I feel like you're starting to maybe look around and see what else is out there, see what different thing you can do. I think there's something that a different type of occupation that you're curious about. Okay, and I think that you're getting to the point where you're ready to find out more about that. All right. Tell me about occupation, Spirit. Follow your own good advice. Trust yourself. You know what is best for you. Yeah. I feel like you just know that this type of work has been coming to an end for you. I feel like you've been doing it for some time and you've gotten really good at it. I mean, it's not a dishonorable type of work or anything like that. There's a lot of good in what you do, but I feel like you know that it's just run its course. It's just, there's something else that's calling you that's more up your alley, more your speed these days. I think you're different than you used to be. I feel like you already know, you've been knowing that you wanted to make this change, but something's been keeping you from doing that. Um, but I feel like you just know, period, that, this change needs to happen. What about high honor? Clock time, time pressure, and a rush. Yeah, I feel like recent events have been showing you that it's really time to do this now. Like, now. Um, you guys know we've been through the eclipse and all that stuff that's been going on. Spirit's been saying it's time to make the changes that we're going to make and get on with it. Okay. I feel like things in your environment have been happening that's kind of pushing you to show you that like it really needs to happen now. And Spirit saying there's something more in alignment with you, who you are today, something that's better for you, something that's the big guns. I'm seeing the big guns. Like this is way better than what you've been doing. Okay, I feel like this is going to be a lot more abundant than the work that you've been doing. I feel like you're and just more in alignment with who you are, like your personality and the things that resonate with you now at this point in your life. I feel like it's just time for you to ascend in your work, move forward, go to something better. Okay, tell me about change, Spirit. Law is not justice, rules that are not fair. Yeah, I feel like your current situation that you're in now, like I'm getting you can't win. Like And I feel like that's the energy that you're feeling like you're in. Okay. Like you know this has to happen now because it's a dead end. It's only going to lead to not just a dead end, but I feel like just like death almost. Like I feel like it's beating you down. It's got you, you're just something that is happening that's not fair to you. Um, you're being mistreated in some way. Um, but it's got you definitely looking at like what how can I make this happen now? Like it needs to happen now. Um, I feel like that's just spirit letting you know that you're right. Okay, that this isn't for you. This situation is not what God has intended for you at all. There's a reason why it's so overwhelmingly awful. Okay. Um, yeah. Anyway, so how about great fortune, Spirit? No need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. I'm looking at her face. Like, look at how sad and just down she is. Like, I feel like this is affecting you, like your manifestations and your energy in general. I feel like Spirit's telling you really need to make this move and don't worry about the outcomes because you know that you're qualified, you know that you're being called, you know that this is what God wants for you, you know that it's what you want, and God has never let you down. If you think back on your life, you've always been taken care of. And Spirit's just reminding you that, if you can get into a place where you can get back to yourself again, that everything's going to be fine. That if you continue the way that you're doing here, I feel like it's just not going to be good for you. Okay. All right, so let's see. Which one, Spirit? Okay. Spirit, tell me about becoming braver and curiouser and curiouser. Got fresh ideas. Stay open-minded, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark creative solution. Yeah, I feel like you're just the you're just having a hard time like figuring out how you can make it happen. And I feel like maybe there's a need to have a conversation with somebody who's close to you, or um, being open-minded, hearing some fresh ideas from somebody else that you trust. Okay, inviting new perspectives to enrich your journey and spark a creative solution. I feel like Spirit wants you to talk to that person, whoever comes to your mind, um, and see what others can bring to help you to brainstorm and think of ways that you can make this move. Tell me about follow your own good advice, Spirit. God, seize every moment, embrace each moment with purpose, for time is a precious gift on your journey of self-discovery. Thrive and believe and ride the current, embrace the flow, go with the flow. I'm just going to take the one on top, seize every moment. This is about time again. Yeah, I feel like this is about the portal that we just went through and the eclipse and just the stuff going on in the celestial energies right now. This is the time to make this break. Okay, all the planets are aligned just so, and whatever. I feel like Spirit's saying, get up, what are you doing? You're wasting the opportunity. I feel like if you don't make this change, that Spirit's going to make it happen. Just a little heads up there. But I feel like Spirit's just reiterating that there's no time like the present. Get on this now. Okay, start figuring out how you can make it happen. If you're not already looking at it. About clock time. Make a change. Embrace growth. Seek new paths and welcome transformations with an open heart. Yeah. Spirit's saying here, you're too good for what you're dealing with. Okay, you have more important things to be doing. Okay. Very plainly, it's time to make the change. I don't know how much clearer that can be. How about law is not justice, Spirit? Seek clarity, embrace openness and insight, allowing life's truths to reveal themselves. Yeah, I feel like Spirit's asking you to find a way. Okay, maybe you've been having a hard time getting time to yourself, to meditate, and maybe if you can't find time to meditate, maybe just practicing mindfulness as much as you can. I feel like there's just been a problem with being able to have time to yourself to do your spiritual practices. Okay. But mostly because this keeps being a message. I feel like Spirit's saying get outside, and allow your higher self and your angels and spirit guides to assist you with this. Make sure that you're clearing your mind. Maybe there's a need to fast. Okay. You know, when I fast, I have a lot better. It helps me to get clearer. Okay. Especially if you're eating a lot of dense foods, stuff like that. Maybe there's a need to clear your body out. Maybe do a detox. Maybe do some Reiki. Get your energy clear. Okay. So that you can see this easier. See what you need to see. I'm not taking all those, Spirit. That's too many. Just one, please, for no need to fear. Okay. Which side? Excuse me a minute. Spirit, are we looking at winds of fortune? Yes. Okay. Allow the winds of fortune to guide your sails, maneuvering through life's opportunities and challenges with adaptability. Yeah. I feel like, do you feel like you're on this boat? I know my life kind of feels like this right now. It's been feeling this way for a little while. Everything's, just all up in the air. I feel like the tide keeps coming and the winds keep blowing and it calms down for a minute and then it's up in an uproar again and you're feeling like you're capsizing. But I feel like this is a lesson of just being able to control yourself, control your emotions, control your energy, being able to be okay when the outside world doesn't look okay. And I feel like that's part of remember who you are. You have the ability to do this. You know how to do this. I feel like you are doing this. Maybe you need to do it a little better. That's the focus anyway. Don't forget about that because without that, you're not going to be able to navigate, where you're going. Just keep ducking and dodging. Okay, go with it. Let it happen. But just keep being okay with it. I feel like you're doing that. All right. Well, I guess we're going to go to the money deck. Let's see what is going to happen with your money. Winds of fortune, apparently. Great fortune, apparently. Remember who you are. Spirit wants to bring you your divine blessings. You gotta come through on your part of the deal. Whatever. Anyway, okay, Spirit, what about fresh ideas? Limitations, fear and doubt limit freedom of action. Let go of your worries. And if you look closely at this, you can see a bird hanging out on the outside of the bird cage. Okay. I feel like you've been knowing that you're released from this, like that you have to go. But for some reason, you're staying there. Maybe it's financial responsibilities. Maybe it's belief in yourself of whether you can do it or not. Fear and doubt. Not feeling free to take action. But I feel like whatever it is that's stopping you, Spirit's letting you know that's not a problem. You've got God on your side. Like, all your spirit team is rooting for you on this. You're being guided. You always have been. You just have to let go of the small details that you're holding on to that are keeping you stuck. And just trust fall for this. Okay? Let Spirit show you how awesome the universe is and how much it's got you. I feel like this is a big fall. You're scared of this. Like, a bird that's going to sit on the outside of the bird cage instead of flying away is like got some serious draw to that cage, right? But the world is so much bigger, and the universe is so much bigger than that little cage. I feel like this is your freedom. God's offering you a new life, but you're the only one that can make the move. Spirit's telling you, don't worry, I got you. Okay, we've been hearing this message a lot. Spirit, just one card for Sees Every Minute, please. We've got authority. Here you are on your throne. Okay. Take on the role of a leader and everyone will respect you. Be self-confident. Fast changes. Things happen suddenly in a short period and a hurry. Take bold steps forward. Yeah, again, I feel like this is happening. Ready or not, it's happening. Okay. Do you want to wait until it gets sticky? You know, because usually when God has to make the move for you, it's, you know, doesn't look as pretty as if you had planned it out and did it yourself. Okay. But I think that once you make that decision, it's going to happen quickly. Like, you just have to make those plans, take those steps, make that change. I feel like it's all gonna happen for you as quick as you need it to. Okay. Have no fear, I heard. About make a change. Okay. Got resources. Be grateful for what you have and save something for the future. Use wisely and as needed. And we've got exhausted, feeling financially drained, lacking viable options, recharge and recoup or regroup. And I feel like there's something that's sucking your energy. And apparently your finances as well are trying to. I feel like Spirit's saying don't focus on that. Like, don't worry about, you know, if there's some responsibilities that you have that you're worried that it's going to take all your money. I feel like, you know, you might have to do what you have to do with your finances, but I feel like Spirit's saying know that you have what you need and ask for more. Thank the universe for what you have, but let them know that you want more. Let them know that you want enough to do these things that you need to do. Okay. And when you ask for it, you say it like not like not like you're down on your knees begging. You know, say it to God like, I expect this. God, thank you for everything that you give me. I would like more. I would like enough to, you know, make this move, and I would like enough to open the store, and I'd like enough to, you know, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. But I feel like also you need to be a little bit guarded with your finances. I feel like there's some energy that's trying to take advantage of something like financially. I feel like you need to be like watchful of that. Don't you might have to set some boundaries. You know, be fair always, but like don't let them get carried away. Okay. Okay, Spirit, how about seek clarity? There it is. Opportunity, new job opportunities, change of workplace or business trip, changes coming just in time. Yeah, I feel like this changes, change. I feel like as soon as you get clear about what move you have to make here, that and start, making the moves towards it, I feel like it's gonna just happen. Okay. I feel like this is divine timing for you. Like, I feel like you know that you see it. Spirit never wants us to be in an energy where we're feeling like we're in a scary place, right? I feel like Spirit's going to deliver you right out of this. Okay. Tell us about Winds of Fortune, Spirit. This is too many cards. I just want one, please. One for Winds of Fortune, Spirit. We are going to wrap this up. Spirit, can I get one card for Winds of Fortune? Just one. Just one. There it is. Thank you. Many choices. Opportunities abound when you are in a dilemma. All roads lead to Rome. Look at your options. All roads lead to Rome. Look at all your options. Maybe you have a lot of ideas of, like, maybe these are like, maybe these are options of like living arrangements or business location arrangements or partnership arrangements or job arrangements, job choices. Maybe you're skilled in many different areas. Maybe you're having a hard time narrowing it down what it is that you want to do. I feel like Spirit's saying no matter what you choose, you're going to be successful because you're following the divine plan. Okay. And whatever your higher self tells you that you are drawn to, that God's going to bless it. So you don't need to spend too much time here picking a balloon. Just grab one and go. I feel like you're going to see, once you start looking around, I feel like you're going to see a lot of different opportunities open up for you. Just grab one. Take the one that you like the best. Okay, move forward. So if you guys like the way that I read, please like, share, subscribe. Feel free to comment. I'd love to hear from you guys always. I hope that you have an amazing Monday morning, and I will see you all again soon. All right, bye-bye.